Zuccaro fry. We have a fun lineup of battles for you guys tonight. Some of my favorites, and a couple people making their roast battle debuts. So we'll see how those go. The TBD on those ones. All right. This first battle though is two of our veterans. Coming up first, he was on the very first roast battle show I ever did 8 years ago. He is 4-7 in RBL history, but he's had 6 battles placed in the top 7. Make some noise for the very funny Drew Schaefer!
And his opponent, everybody coming from, I think, fucking San Jose, I don't know. I did no research, but she's very funny. I've seen her. She's a great fucking roast battler. Everyone, please make it loud for Priya!
Oh yeah. Priya, I'm gonna let you decide. Do you want to go first or defer?
I'll defer.
All right, Drew's going first, Priya's going second. Everybody make some noise for your first battle!
Everybody give it up for Aziz looks like a man, sorry. Priya over here, she's married to a gymnast. But why the fuck do you look like the one that's doing a full tuck? Like, how do you look like a woman posting on Facebook and the Indian dude creeping on her in the comments? You are a goddess, I'll lick your feet. Like, you look like both.
Alright, I mean, make it loud for Conan O'Brien's lesser cousin, Conan Overbite over here. I think it's gonna be pretty easy to roast someone who gets sunburned from a phone screen. So, yeah.
It happens. That was cute, Tandoori, the Exploring. That was cute. In case you're not racist, she is Indian, obviously. And like most Indians, her parents are super pissed off that she's not a doctor. Yeah, the closest she is to a doctor is after she fucks you, she can definitely diagnose you with crabs. Calls you, she's like, you got it, bro. You know, just...
You look like if Carrot Top decided to become a Carrot Bottom. And also somehow like if Ed Sheeran dropped the guitar and picked up a Reddit addiction.
That was great. Need some silicone in your valley? That's cute, yeah. Like your tits look like they went Mumbai. Now they're as thin as the meat at a New Delhi, you know? They're just... Like she works for Uber, but her tits could use a lift.
It's funny he's talking so much about sex because he was a virgin well into adulthood, and when he told me that, I immediately believed him. And it makes a lot of sense though, because he looks like Ron Weasley went from School of Witchcraft to World of Warcraft.
Priya was actually on a boys wrestling team in high school in Ohio. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Yeah. I didn't know they let trans athletes compete. Yeah. I don't know if you know this, Priya went undefeated as a wrestler. Yeah, because no dude wanted to touch her.
You look like one of the kids I made cry on that wrestling team. You look familiar. It is interesting. He is married to an Indian. Drew is married to an Indian, which is why I was surprised because you look like you'd be married to a cousin.
She can be both. She can be both.
I think that was 4.
Yeah, that's 4, yeah.
All right.
One more time for this battle, everybody. First battle tonight, Priya Drew Schaefer. This was a fun battle between a couple from The Big Bang Theory.
It's like a fucking Hitler Youth Pastor versus E.T. with bulimia. Like, someone get this bitch some Reese's Pieces right now. Yeah, no, I apologize for not saying your last name, but I would have fucked it up really bad. Oh man, Drew you look like you got hit in the face with a Cracker Barrel. That's
Drew really is, he's one of my favorite people, but doesn't his teeth look like when a cartoon character crashes into a piano?
I feel like every Christmas, Drew just bakes Jesus a birthday cake. All right, fuck you guys.
Drew Schaefer, how about Schaefer off some of those teeth? All right. And Kim Kardashian over here.
That's crazy.
All right, let's go to the judges. Anthony Zuccaro, why don't you start us off?
Oh, this was a fun battle of a deranged marriage. This was fantastic. We had a dental assistant versus our biggest challenge yet. It was a lot of fun. I like Drew. If you don't know, Drew's wife is 6'8" and funnier than him. So the reason he's pale is because he lives in her shadow. And it's really funny that you're battling one of her legs tonight. This was a really fun battle, one of the best opening battles we've ever had. I think that was a really fun battle. I think the cousin took it over the edge, and Priya had some good ones in the beginning, but great job, Drew. Great job, both of you.
Yeah, one vote for Priya. Keith Carey, who do you got taking this battle?
Oh man, Drew looks like he's on his way to fuck whatever farm animal her family prays to. Also, Drew, just a point of order, she does not look like a dude who became a woman. She looks like a woman who tried to become a dude and gave up halfway through. Drew, you have a heck of a look. I did not know gay porn stars came in Amish. You look like a men-on-Mennonite. No, I agree with what he was saying. I thought that was a really close battle. It was really neck and neck. The cousin fucking joke at the end. I gotta give it to Cum Hog Millionaire over here. Priya, well done.
Winning by the skin of her teeth. Shut up, Drew. Lexi Achinelli, who do you got taking this battle?
I agree, this was such a fun opening battle. Drew, I thought it was awesome you wore a Hurley shirt, because that's what it looks like Priya does after every meal. I also thought it was funny that Priya made the joke about the phone screen and the sunburn, and I was like, I'm white too, I have that problem, and you're Indian, you can change that. You can do something for us. But I agree. I thought the Indians colonized the Brits tonight. This was fun.
Closing thoughts, Ryan Clark.
Priya, you beat my gay son to death. I had to sit here and work my way through my first White Claw while I watch you curb stamp his pale, presumably milk blood body all over this stage. Good job.
Hell yeah, everybody, one more time. Drew Schaefer. Jake, can you grab my drink right there? Can you bring it up? Thank you. All right, you want to bring up the first comic?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming all the way from Santa Rosa, California, and hopefully bringing Josh up his drink. Please make it real loud for Jake Sullivan!
Yeah. Shout out Jake Sullivan. And his opponent, an up-and-comer. Make some noise for the very funny Jax Ramirez! Jax, I'm gonna let you decide. You wanna go first or defer?
I'll defer.
All right, Jake's going first, Jack's going second. Everybody make some noise for this battle!
Thank you. Jax looks like he scalps tickets for Shen Yun. We call Jax the bulldog of the Bay Area comedy scene because he shits outside. He eats all his pills wrapped in ham. And will definitely die of heart failure. Stay on your side. Go ahead.
Alright. This is Jake, he's Irish. His last name is Sullivan, it means dark anus. It makes sense, because he likes giving gay licks. He says it's magically delicious.
Jax is a colonoscopy nurse who's been married. Even that got off. Who's been married for 19 years. Yes. Now he's not hot enough to cheat, but we know he's licking his fingers on his way home from work. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you, Jake. Hey, Jake, bro, it's Sunday. If you're here, who's leading your Christian mega church in worship? Yeah, that sucks. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's Pastor Jake Sullivan. That just sounds right. Sorry.
You should have got out earlier. Jax is about 6 beers away from having full-on Down syndrome. And I don't know if his mother drank when she was pregnant, but I know she definitely crouched down and smoked cigarettes. You know what I'm
saying? Jake is from Sonoma County, wine country, which must be hard because he's 1 year sober. The only Hennessy he sees is white privilege. He looks like he has season tickets to American Cornhole League.
That deserves more. That was a good joke. That was a good joke, honestly. You guys suck. That was a good joke. Jax looks like he gets scared when they do the onion volcano at Benihana. Jax looks like he runs a sweatshop that only makes women nervous.
Jake gets a lot of girls, not like me. I mean, look at him. He's a 30-year-old white guy, charming and handsome. He has all the makings of a serial killer. He looks like he believes consensual rape is a thing.
Jax told me he gets insecure at his kids' PTA meetings because he's the only one with thick hips and a woman's job, you know? Is that it?
Hell yeah, everybody. One more time for Jake and Jax. This was a fun battle. Both of you brought dishonor to your family. After that battle, I'm gonna need Jake to bring me another drink. That fucking sucked. Jake and Jax. Jax, I feel like your old Asian mom was trying to say Jake when she named you. Jake's. What do you do? All right. What do you got, Dakota?
This is like Step Brothers in a Disney sitcom. I don't know. Fucking, this is like a Men's Right Muppet and fucking English Bullfrog. I don't know.
There's a reason college campuses give out whistles over here. And then Jax, I feel like I know Jax pretty well. He's a racist guy. He's gonna every time he says the N-word, he uses a hard L. All right, let's go to the judges. Ryan, why don't you start us off? Who do you got taking this battle?
Sorry, I was getting distracted because I'm a little starstruck. I'm nervous. Beating the two of the nerdiest guys who invaded the Capitol. No, this was very fun to watch. I've always wanted to go to the Disappointing Son Hunger Games. And I feel like no one wins. But I gotta say, Jack, you had a couple pieces there. That fucking onion volcano thing just sort of like hit me in just the right way. I just saw his tiny body running away. So I guess this is some sort of tall guy bias, but fuck him.
Lexi Upchinelli, who do you got taking this?
This battle was interesting to me because Jax had the first joke about how dark Jack's anus or Jake's anus is.
You want to get any of their names right?
Unnecessary.
But and then it was revealed revealed that Jax is a colonoscopy nurse, and it's like, bro, the one time like you didn't have to think about someone's anus, like you're still thinking about butt in your free time. But Jax, I would love to put a camera up your ass so I could see where you got all your shitty jokes from. I feel like Jake won just off like confidence and vibes. I did like that volcano joke, so my joke goes to you, bro.
2 votes for Jake. No votes for Jax. It's Jax with an E, but it's fine. Keith, Carey, what do you got taking this battle?
All right, fucking Jim and Jeff or whoever you people are. I don't know and I refuse to learn. No, this is a great battle between a Dropkick Murphy and a Kung Fu Panda. Jax, how did you see his anus was dark? Did you look up? I like your outfit though. You look like a Buddha statue at a Supreme store. Jake, you seem like you spend a lot of time trying to figure out what race he is so you can use the right slur. Like you're very committed to the art form. Are you a Filipino? I could go to the Deep Index and see what we call them. No, that was a lot of fun, but yeah, Jake, you got this one for sure. Well done.
3 votes for Jake. Closing thoughts, Anthony Zuccaro.
This was fun. Jax looks like the bouncer at a Jollibee. Jax, I like that you said he looks like a serial killer. He does look like a serial killer, but one that asks, so what time works for you? Jake looks like patient 0 of the male loneliness epidemic. Yeah, this was, Jax, I'm sorry to bring this up, but you stuttered on 6 out of 4 jokes. And, somehow snuck an extra 2 in there. And but your mouth is full, usually. You just came from a pole potluck. I like how Jake's racist, he got that one. And Jax, you're also dressed like the Howdy Fellow Kids meme. My vote is redundant. I think Jake got this one. Jake, best Jake has ever done. Give it up for Jake.
One more time, Jeff Ramirez, and your winner, Jake Sullivan! Yeah, alright. I'm gonna introduce your next battler. This is both of their Roast Battle Bay Area debuts. Oh yeah. So show them some love, and hopefully they do well. Can't get much worse. Alright, coming up first, this is her Roast Battle Bay Area debut. Everybody make some noise for Jenya Duluth!
And her opponent, everyone please make it real loud for Jimmy Menezes. Fuck. I told him to do the Russian brother, fuck it up.
Oh, that's so funny. It's not to you guys, but Dakota was stressing so hard over her name. He's like, let me do Jimmy, and then he completely fucked up Jimmy's name. That was so funny. And we'll see how the battle goes, and I'll let you guys know if I'll let you know the correct term if he earns it. Alright, whatever. Who wants to go first? Jenny, I'll let you decide.
Well, Jimmy is too chicken to go first.
Okay. Alright, so Jenya's gonna go first. Jimmy's gonna go second. Jimmy Menezes is
contest. That's why she's going first.
Alright, great start.
Alright. Maybe it can get worse. Everybody, make some noise for this battle. Jimmy and Jenya!
Well, Jimmy is part Mexican, part a Jew. He got circumcised in a Taco Bell drive-thru. That's why what he has is not a burrito. It's a kosher pickle.
That was a lovely haiku. Thank you, Jared. Roses are red, violets are blue. Something, something, she hates Jews. Get up for her! Jenya immigrated from Russia to escape the oppression of communism. And she ended up in San Francisco. Whoops!
Oops. Well, Jimmy is a stoner. The only thing that's higher than Jimmy is his apartment stench. It smells of weed, feet, and a restraining order.
And they dropped those charges. Jenya's real last name is not Dulo. She changed it when she immigrated to America. Her real last name is Shailuka. All right, nobody here speaks Russian. Fantastic. Explain? Will you explain?
Oh yeah, it means no woman will fuck you for no money.
Suck for money, that's exactly what it means.
Jimmy thinks he's the second coming of Jesus. The only thing he resurrected was half-smoked blunt he found on his couch.
Those are still good. Throw them in a bonder, huh? All right. Jenya is a published model. She's been in Esquire, Vogue magazine. She's recently become a plus-size model. And in a few years, she's gonna weight class up and fight Alexander Usyk for the world title.
Maybe in a couple years you will be able to move up in double digits in your IQ and be able to finally tie your shoes.
Are you done? Is that it?
I think I have one more. Yeah? Well, Jimmy's from Modesto, where the mask was invented. It doesn't explain that he still has all his teeth. It does explain the rest of his face.
Hey, meth was invented by the Nazis in Germany. Meth was just perfected by the Nazis in Modesto, okay? So, Jenya won her green card in a lottery. So like the Dallas Mavericks, the United States was able to come up on a 6'5" power forward that bangs in the middle and finishes at the rim.
I think I'm a badass. Buy me some dinner?
One more time for this battle between Jenya and Jimmy, everybody. That was
Sponsored by Duolingo. Jimmy like talks like Kermit the Frog, and then you just like look like Miss Piggy. It's she looks like Miss Piggy.
This was a fun battle between an OnlyFans model and the guy that runs her messages.
Jimmy looks like Voldemort got a hair transplant.
Jimmy and Jenya. This is the closest Jimmy's been to a Virginia. Oh, thank you guys for laughing at that one and not at Dakota's. Let's go to the judges. Keith Carey, who do you got taking this battle?
Battle between my favorite websites, Google Translate and meganslaw.com. Dude, Jimmy, you look like my Tony Hawk creative player from 1999 aged in real time. You look like you just lost your bong in a divorce. Oh my god. And well done, Vladimir Fupa. No, I'm sure that dress fit at some point. Oh, fuck off. No, that was a great battle. I can't wait for your next one against Musa and Zuccaro. Rocky and Bullwinkle reference for the kids. That was fun. You guys both had some pops. You both had some confusing arrangements of words that were theoretically sentences. Jimmy, I gotta dock you because you were like, I learned a Russian word and then handed her a bear trap to put on your dick. Like, I have never seen such an unforced error in all my life. Swing and a miss. Let her do it. No, yeah, I'm gonna give it to fucking her. I forgot what her name is.
Virginia. Lexi Achinelli, who do you got taking this battle?
This battle was so freaky. This battle felt like the Cold War if the war was you guys fucking on the cold streets of the Tenderloin. It was...
They do feel like they met on Craigslist.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
He thought she was a couch.
I think we've honestly had some like pretty one-sided battles, and I think like you guys had a good thing going back and forth. So I'm gonna give my vote to the vagina and see what happens.
Oh yeah. So is that Jimmy?
I meant Jimmy. I wanted to tie it up.
Oh. No, he voted for. Didn't you vote for her also?
I voted for vagina. She voted for the pussy. Keep it going.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank
Two
you for
votes for
covering
Dakota. Ryan Clark, who do you got taking this battle?
Jimmy, I've watched a lot of roast battles and I've never watched somebody alley-oop to fuck themselves. That was fucking rad. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, don't do it. You lost in my vote because of it. But like, I was back and forth on this because this was a lot of fun. I do enjoy abstract art, so I was like, I'll tolerate this bullshit a little longer than everybody else. I did separately at different points for both of you wonder if we should party after for different stuff. Ultimately I've been back and forth. I think I gotta give it to Gideon just because you said the word the meth. And that is the razor's edge. If you had just said meth, this would be handing to this man right here. But by saying the meth, thank you.
Yeah, but Jania said what he has is not a burrito.
Yes. Okay, there are a couple there. Yes. So please, thank you for this.
All right. I love how you guys are playing stenographer over here on her jokes. That's hilarious. Anthony Zuccaro, closing thoughts.
This was a great battle between the hammer and sickle. This battle looked like a political cartoon. It was fun. In Russia, joke tells you. I'm just grateful Jimmy could take time away from scalping Grateful Dead tickets. Battling Sabrina the Middle-Aged Witch. Really, that one? Okay. But this was a great. You look like the first couple to be kicked out of the orgy. For asking too many questions. Messing with the thermostat. Jimmy, it was hilarious. Like she was kind of like stumbling. She was telling jokes at the speed of like it would take up the entire show. Like I felt like I was on salvia. And then it was like you were being robbed and the robber's gun jammed and you're like, oh, I got one right here, no worries. So I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give it to Jex.
All right, everybody, one more time for Jimmy Menezes, and your winner, Kenya Dulo. Go ahead.
We got two more.
Two more battles. Are you guys having fun? These next two battles, co-main event and a main event, should be better.
Yeah, this should be.
Should.
Yeah. No lies.
Yeah, don't be mad at me if it's not.
Yeah. This first guy coming all the way from the 209. He's about to test the sturdiness of this stage. Please make it real loud for George Brett Olsen!
Because George has to walk his opponent to the stage. Everybody, you know him from India's Got Talent. Make some noise for Bobby Shaw! George Brett Olsen, 6 and 7. Bavia, this is his Roast Battle Bay Area debut. This is his dog's debut. Bavia, what's the dog's name?
Diane.
Diane? Everybody shout out Diane! It would be a girl dog, I'm guessing, but alright. Oh yeah, my vote's for the dog though. Alright, Bobia, I think it would be fucked up if I let George decide, so I'm gonna let you choose. Do you want to go first or defer?
I have a question. The person who starts first finishes first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think George's girlfriend said he likes to do that, so let's start.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. All right, everybody. George is going first. Bobby is going second. Make some noise for your comeback.
That's a lot of talk, man. I think the only thing that's came so far is your dog. Bobby, you can't see, but he has fucked up eyes. He has one eye. Yeah, he has one eye bigger than the other. He looks like an Indian Popeye. Except instead of eating spinach and getting strong, he just molests more girls on buses.
The way a roast battle works is you fill out an info sheet. And in his, George wrote that his dad died young, he grew up mostly on his own, and struggled with alcoholism throughout college. So much tragic stuff. George, you know you didn't need to open up so much just to beat a blind guy on the sympathy vote.
At least I'm not blind, Mahatma can't see. Yeah, Bobby is a computer science engineer in a Stanford lab and a dog dad to a chocolate lab. So whether at work or at home, he's always balls deep inside a lab. Fuck you guys, it's a great joke.
This is true. George bred blue rats as a kid. Until he realized Ratatouille was a fictional movie and rats don't cook for you in real life. So now he just hangs out with his neighborhood crows because scavengers get him a lot of food scraps.
Alright, that joke sucks. Alright, give it up for Blind Dog Millionaire. Bobby, you are a blind, rich Hindu pacifist. I want you to know, win or lose, I'm gonna fucking rob you after this show. His Indian parents gave him financial aid, love, and tech support.
George Brett Olsen. He was named after a famous baseball player, George Brett. Make some noise if you know him, George Brett. 2 people. Just like his namesake, nobody knows him.
Alright, fuck you, you Mumbai abortion survivor. You know, when you go blind, all your other senses get stronger. And when Bobby's smell heightened, he finally said, "Oh my god, I fucking smell like shit."
George broke up with a girl last November. So we have that in common. I'm blind and he ain't seeing anyone.
for this battle, everybody. Holy shit, that was so fun. It did have its boring moments, so I'm not gonna lie. Even Diane took a nap.
This felt morally bankrupt. This felt like watching dog fighting. Like that's Michael Vick booked this battle. that's crazy.
I love how Bobby is blind, but George is the one who can't see his dick.
God damn.
All right, let's go to the judges. Lexi Achinelli, who do you got taking this battle? Honky Kong or Dare Desi?
Fabio, you are so blind, but your ability to read a room was just impeccable. It was like the battle of the slum, the dog, and the millionaire. It was everything. Everything we had in this battle. I was so impressed with Bobby. First roast battle, I hope to see many more from you, dog. You took the win for sure. Congrats.
Ryan, who do you got taking this battle?
George, you had a joke where the assumption was that we all think scientists say they're balls deep in a lab. You sat in like a room and read that joke to yourself and nodded and went, this makes sense. 60-something people in a room are gonna be like, sure, yep, George, good job. We're all gonna laugh real hard at this. Did they hand you your high school diploma at the end? Like, how deep did this fantasy go? Did your dad wake up? Bobia, that was awesome. It is just fun to watch someone have a cartoonish advantage over someone. You're like two different minorities and then they added a dog just to make sure that George died. Like, this is the white people snuff film that the right thinks is being done in San Francisco. This is a fucking red room to a lot of people. That said, I think I can see where this goes. I gotta give credit where credit's due. George, that gonna rob you joke was fucking phenomenal. And the smell joke really kind of took me through delight. So I gotta give it to you then, George. But just know, like, I'm wrong. You did so bad and then started doing good. Why didn't you do good first? I'd have been way more confident in this vote if you had just done the good part and then stopped.
He was all out of breath from coming up the stairs.
Anthony Zuccaro, who do you got taking this battle?
I really just thought it was disrespectful how often George was using his notes in this battle thing. Like, that's gotta be cheating a bit, you know what I mean? Even though he can see out of his third eye, ironically, I couldn't see him behind you, so from over here. George looks like if Peter Dinklage was full size. I love that. This was really tough. And we had seeing eye dog versus seeing by hot dog. You know what? I'm gonna go with Diane and team. Diane and team.
Two votes for Bobby, one vote for George. Closing thoughts. Deciding vote, Keith Carey.
George looks like he follows Bobby around going, you gonna eat that dog? George and the dog are both not going for a walk unless somebody ties them up and makes them. Okay, this is the thing I noticed. At first I was like, oh, he's not doing any fat jokes about George. That shows a lot of integrity. And then I realized, did you not tell him you're fat? You piece of shit? What? Oh, I think fuck you. Oh,
did you send him a dating profile?
God damn, you were gonna let Gabe Charles walk out here fucking thinking he was fighting some goddamn the Filipino twink. No, I agree with Kyle or Brian. I like the smell like shit joke. I like the robbery joke, but I have to give it to the man with the dog. Well done.
And your winner, Bobby the Show! And one more time for Diane, everybody! Oh, fuck, that was so fun.
They called it the man with the dog because he was going to fuck his him up too. We're on a trend with white people not being able to say names. It's crazy. Yeah. These next two are pretty easy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for two white names? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. All right, coming up, this is the hometown hero. He's 5-1 in RBL history. This is your main event competitor. Please make it real loud for Spencer Devine!
Hometown hero.
I don't live in this hometown.
You look like you do.
I just made you look like if the city was a person.
I just assumed you lived on the ground down the street. I'm sorry.
And his opponent. And his opponent, everybody. One of our most consistent battlers. They're 11-13 overall in the RBL seasons. They are one of the best we've got. 3 RBL top 7 battles. Make some noise for Buddy! Not a good record, but very fun battles. All right. White as fuck. Even Bobby can see this is battles white. Buddy, you're holding the microphone, so I'll let you decide. Do you want to go first or defer?
I'll go first.
Buddy's going first. Spencer's going second. Everybody make some noise for your main event.
Well, I did want to thank you, Spencer, for taking time out of your busy day of standing under the Golden Gate Bridge, trying to get people to answer your riddles 3. Doesn't Spencer look like he's an NPC in a video game whose mission is to help him steal his grandma's cough medicine?
This is a disclaimer before I start roasting. Buddy, every time I say your name, just know that it is in a sarcastic, not knowing your name kind of way. And not in a normal saying your name kind of way. Okay, buddy?
Got it.
That's it.
That's it.
I said I'm gonna start it off
Very sarcastic. I bet you know what most bugs taste like.
like chicken.
Spencer is what happens when a little boy asks for his rescue dog to be a real human.
Buddy looks like Jesus if the only thing he saved was McDonald's receipts and his own toenails in a jar.
It's tax season.
He looks like WWE's The Undertaker if the only thing he wrestled with was not eating the last cinnamon bun.
I lose every time. Give it up for the reanimated corpse of Mitch Hedberg. Spencer's the kind of boyfriend who will steal your wallet just so he can buy a new magic set on the pier.
Thank you, Buddy Polly. Got him. All right. Buddy's funeral is gonna be like when they saved those Chilean miners. It's just a bunch of traumatized Hispanic men standing around being like, I used to be in those holes. And coincidentally, some of them also minors.
I was gonna say happy pride until that last bit. We should wrap this up though. Spencer's got a ragtag group of rats to train in an alley somewhere. I don't know what it is about you, but something about you makes me think that you wait until people are asleep so you can still lint out of their belly buttons. That's it.
Thank you, Emo, Chemo, Bigfoot from Timu. Buddy is recently got married, you guys, in November. Give it up for Buddy. He's getting to his 10-month anniversary, which of course is it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. Anniversary. He is in a biracial marriage, he is bisexual, and he has a family history of bipolar 1. You may hate him, but it ain't no lie. Buddy's bye. Which is fitting, because he is also so queer that he and his girlfriend's periods are in sync. That's it. One more time for this band event, everybody.
Dude, I feel like the dog and Buddy should switch names. It's crazy.
That deserve way more. You guys, we had a dog up here, and that was not the person named Buddy.
You look more like a Diane, that's what I'm saying.
You would need a second woman on the stage for there to be a Diane.
He's close enough. Long hair, tits. We got fucking Blandra Bullock right here.
Buddy looks like he got fired from Monsters Inc. for sexually harassing the vending machines.
All right. You guys look like two brothers fighting at Dad's funeral. Let's go to the judges. Anthony Zuccaro, who do you got taking this battle?
I love a battle that looks like different fonts of the same guy. Italicized and bold. I like that we booked Buddy because he puts the BLT into LGBTQ. Buddy, actually, he went from Friday we had a show and his opponent no-showed, and now his opponent is mentally not here. That one? Okay, sure. Spencer, I love that Spencer looks like a gay lion, which is why we booked him for Pride. We had a gay lion versus the tiger queen over there. Joe Domestic. This was super close. It was a good back and forth, but I think Buddy had higher highs in this one, so I gotta go with Buddy.
One vote for Buddy. Although I'm not gonna lie, I think Spencer is the highest of highs. Keith Carey, who do you got taking this battle?
It looked like Jim Morrison at the beginning fighting Jim Morrison at the end. I feel like between heroin and ice cream, you have both fucked up a spoon. Spencer, you look like if schizophrenia had a manager. Like you look like Bob Ross if he only painted child pornography. And Buddy, I'm gonna level with you. I wrote a bunch of fat jokes, but nothing I can say is meaner than how winded you kept getting mid-sentence. So you're physically desperately unwell, but you did win this battle, so well done, buddy.
Ryan Clark, who do you got taking this battle?
This was tough to watch because it felt like watching my favorite band break up in real time. And as they said words, me be super okay with it. Buddy, I do want to know who was minding your potion shop while we do this. Spencer, I want to know who's minding your pile of garbage while we do this. Buddy, Jesus Christ, you had to fight an abstract idea of a human and you fucking did it with flying colors. Well done, Servant Spencer. You are a magic creature and I want you to live in my pocket. Yeah!
All right, closing thoughts, Lexi Atronelli.
This was a great battle between two guys that spend way too much time at the arcade playing Dance Dance Revolution. It was so confusing because everything you said was applicable to the other person. You're like, Buddy looks like Jesus if he collected Taco Bell receipts and put other people's toenails in a jar. And I'm like, yeah, it's like standing right in front of me. I don't know, I feel like you guys shouldn't be let near high school. It was like the gay line and like Dorothy had to cross like the rocky road. It was fun. But buddy, I heard your record in the beginning and I was rooting you from the get-go, and without any bias, you totally took this battle. Congrats to you too.
Well done, everybody. One more time, Spencer Devine, and your winner, buddy! That was our main event.